Welcome to another Woods Report. Wouldn't it be funny if one day we doing this and she doing that and her thing flip over?
Our phone.
She trying to roll back on her walker.
We'll keep it recording because I won't get up.
You're supposed to walk on the walker, not sit on it and roll.
I'm doing good because I'm losing weight.
All right, whatever.
I'm not affected.
So then I'm saying if she rolling on that and then if she fall over and we live.
See, I'm losing a lot of weight.
You would have to keep talking and laughing while I go get her up.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Like I've gotten up before.
Such a ghetto show.
I'm doing better than y'all except walking.
All right. My mother literally rolling by in a walker. You supposed to stand up and walk with your walker. She rolling. Okay.
You don't walk with it anymore.
So it's a lot of stuff going on today.
No, I don't.
It's not a lot.
Well, you know what? You're right. It's more stuff that's been going on, and it's just like updates of everything, of what's happening in the world and stuff. So people are, huh? Is that the Ukraine guy? Yeah, Lenora gonna talk about that.
I don't know.
Megan Thee Stallion.
That's all they've been talking about.
Megan Thee Stallion.
You got an update with that?
Oh, it's done. We're done.
That's a stupid case.
Stick a fork in me. We're done with that.
You sound like Judge Judy.
It's over though. Tomorrow is
what
it.
Did she say rain? Say it's raining. What?
And then the
the
young thug was over. All of these trials are ridiculous.
That's a waste of taxpayers' money.
It's a waste of taxpayers'
dealing with
money.
these folks. Okay.
The young thug one is better though because if it's getting criminals off the street. But the Meg one was a waste of money.
Who shot who's flat? Who
right.
shot who's toe?
Yeah, so
and nails flying.
Yeah, really? And everybody lying. And
everybody lying.
And the bodyguard came in.
Oh, they found him?
Not hers. The guy that was in the car. The one everybody been looking for. He was missing too. The only other person that wasn't drunk that could tell what happened.
I'm just done. It's like 6
He
stories.
comes in today when it's all over. The last minute. What's up? Was y'all looking for me? You know we was looking for you.
They didn't subpoena him or anything?
You can subpoena people if they don't want to come in. You got to find them.
Oh, but he came on his own or they found him?
They found him. He came in.
Okay. Stupid man. He must have been at the soccer games too.
That's Megan's.
Both of the bodyguards was
eating hot dogs at NBA games and stuff. Okay. Emerald says hi, ladies, and Wendy says hello, stars.
Hello.
Hi, hello, everybody. Crazy.
I hate wasting taxpayers' money on these stupid cases.
I want to make sure my Wi-Fi is off because
this
thing already freezes, and it's worse if my Wi-Fi is on. So now, what did you say?
I went to look for that information Wendy was sending. That's HBO though. I have to.
It's HBO. Yeah,
do we have that?
Cleo.
Cleo I went to look at the trailer of it.
Yeah,
I'm looking for it, but I don't think we have HBO.
Yeah.
Can we look at it another way?
I think we'll look. We'll look and see.
Okay, just so you
all
know,
right,
Wendy,
y'all.
We still got to do that.
So you're gonna start off with Biden.
The talk today about Zelenskyy's visit here.
What's going on with this man?
I'm surprised. You know what? You always hearing about all
y'all
this.
Already know I don't like him.
I don't have a problem with him.
He's a celebrity to me.
It doesn't matter. He reminds me of Reagan. What's the difference?
You're right.
Reagan was an actor.
You're right.
But Reagan he didn't mess around when it came to foreign affairs stuff.
You're right. So what's going on with these guys?
I don't know. I guess he's coming to
he's here, isn't he?
What's his purpose being here though? Is it to get more weapons?
Biden and
say, hey, they're still
more
help. More help how? More weapons.
I'm done. That's another thing. I'm done. I'm done.
The concern that I had with Ukraine, and we don't want to be not compassionate about what's going on. They were not part of NATO, and I'm thinking all of their
Yes, I'm done.
I thought that's what the whole NATO thing was, that we protect each other when we're all a part of that. You guys we're giving a lot and we're losing a lot.
It's too much,
and it looks like Mr.
and the fact
Putin
that
is still winning,
and the fact that Biden and his son have connections with Ukraine doesn't help.
Thank you.
Okay, so Biden and Zelenskyy planning to meet in Washington for Ukrainian president's first foreign trip since war began.
They talking
He's
now,
here right now on CNN.
Yeah, breaking news.
And Biden always. I told my mother she loves Biden. Every time he talks, he always sounds like an old man that's angry.
I don't understand why you think that.
And what we're gonna do is
my mom just hollered out. I like him.
Yeah,
though.
she likes Biden. She don't know why she likes Biden.
Because he's old like
she
her.
just like him.
That's why.
President Joe Biden, and she don't like Trump. He old.
He ain't that old. He's not old like
He
that.
is old.
She kind of no. He not old grandpa-ish like
because
Biden.
He doesn't come off like that. But he's old.
But let me tell you, she likes Trump because he's reality TV.
Oh, she likes that part.
She likes to see the shade and what he's doing and saying.
President Joe Biden and Ukrainian President Zelenskyy are planning to meet. They're already here. Mm-hmm. According to two sources, we don't need the sources. He's right on television now. Zelenskyy is already on his way. He's here.
Okay,
this
is an old article then. We must be two
separate sources said. Okay, we got you.
Okay.
For a visit that marks his first trip outside of Ukraine since the Russian invasion began in February of this year. Mm-hmm. The visit of the White House, which hasn't been finalized and has remained tightly held due to security concerns, will include a meeting with Biden and top administrative officials, is planned to coincide with the administration's intent to send the country a new defense assistance package. Biden will announce an additional $1.8 billion in security assistance to Ukraine.
Dang, you don't think we need the money? Or is Elon Musk paying for this? Because he got the money.
Elon Musk spent $45 billion on Twitter
alone.
He could have just he could have
written a check.
He could have wrote a check for $1.8 billion.
Or get how many billionaires to write a check instead of taking money from our military.
The new announcement would add to the nearly $20 billion in U.S. security assistance provided to Ukraine since Russia's invasion. So Putin is laughing.
Yeah.
I wage a war and you guys spend $20 billion
to help them fight me when I still got the upper hand on this, right?
Security assistance provided to Ukraine since Russia's invasion began and will come at the same moment U.S. lawmakers are considering a sweeping government spending measure that includes an additional $45 billion in emergency assistance to the country.
Who's creating all this money? Is somebody in the basement saying,
let's
do $1 billion so we can give to Ukraine?
Is there a place
we need money ourselves
that's printing money that we don't know about?
I don't even know. Maybe there's some underground group in the Europe.
And can I ask a question? Mm-hmm. Why is it all America? Can I see a list of what other countries are spending?
What are the other countries doing?
What is Canada doing?
What is Britain? Thank you. Mama says nothing because she tries to keep a watch on this news thing. United States is we help. We jump in. We help any man. And the sad thing about it is we do this, but yet on the other side, we don't want you in our country. You're not legal. No, don't come. Okay. No room for you.
You have right now. They're literally treating the border like you're in line getting a prescription.
Yeah, swinging
okay,
door.
5 people. We need 5 more families. Come on, 5 more families. The rest of you stay out for a second. We gotta process these 5 families. Mm-hmm. The rest of you sit outside for a minute. We'll get to you in a minute. Okay, number 52. Hey, say that, but you know. The 52. 52. It looks like this. 5-2.
Is that our number? They have to have somebody that speaks the language so they'll know who they're talking to. Interpreters.
Number 1. Uno here. Uno.
You know what?
Uno. Okay, we go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What is our...
1, 2, 5. 1, 5. 1, 2, 5.
You're saying the numbers wrong. If you go do it. Speak right. The language.
No, you know they ain't gonna have. It'll be somebody that speaks.
We got so many bilingual people in this country. But there's no reason.
No, you know it's gonna be a break, and they'll bring some black lady in there that don't speak Spanish. All right, y'all.
Just say it like you.
Yeah. 1, 2, 5. 7.
And they be like, huh?
Family 1, 2, 5.
No. I'm trying.
That's you, Pedro. That's you.
Then you know what? That's wrong.
But that's what our border is right now.
The point you're trying to make is what?
It's ridiculous. We doing this and we giving Ukraine $45 billion.
I guess America. I don't know. You guys are American.
You can't increase the border.
Who are watching us, because some people are watching us from other countries. I guess America feel like we can help everyone.
Okay, I don't mind helping.
Come on, everyone, come on in.
Here's the problem with that. Yes, help everybody.
You're not part of NATO? That's okay. We're going to help you with all the guns you need. What you need? You need some of our soldier men? No problem.
The thing is, you can help anybody in the world you want.
Yeah.
You can't have a border situation and you're treating everybody in the world, and then our own border, you treating people like they in line for a prescription.
Yeah.
Or you have crime that's ridiculous. Or you have people in our country who I don't want to say can't find jobs, can't find good jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they have a million jobs. You can go to work at McDonald's or
good paying job,
but that's not going to support your family.
I don't know where we are with this, but
you have medicine that costs $1,800 for one pill.
For one pill. Mm-hmm. My mom was looking up the prices of her medicine, and she was overwhelmed. One of her medicines,
$1,700.
I asked my sister. I said, I really like to know, with the whole healthcare industry, who sits down and puts a price on these medicines?
The pharmaceutical company.
Who sits down and says, we're going to make this pill $2,000?
The pharmaceutical companies. And then they lobby the lawmakers and get them elected so they don't do anything about it. So that's what I'm saying. So this guy can come over here and he can talk and they can get on television and they can say whatever they want to say. Mm-hmm. Why are we putting billions and billions of dollars into Ukraine and to help and assist Ukraine and we get nothing in return?
And people, our government is right now, those who are in leadership, are they afraid to say no?
Because they don't want to seem like they being mean to people. But you're not compassionate to brown skinned people all around the world.
That's what Sonny would say on The View. She said, what about the Haitians? You say no to them?
Yeah, they trying to go to work and builders is falling in on them.
Like what? Trump called them shitholes.
Well, Trump had words for those countries.
All right. What about our own country? Puerto Rico.
So,
the structure of Puerto Rico is falling into the sea.
Yeah.
That's our country.
Yeah. Well, according to Trump, they got their own president.
Oh, all right, here we go.
But anyway.
Wendy said HBO Max. That's for Cleo.
Okay.
Emerald says, why are we giving them so much money when the cost of living and housing has gotten so ridiculous?
Thank you.
I
really want to hear the understanding today as they talk with him. Let's see where they're going with these conversations. So because that's a lot of money.
If he says something spectacular today, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I have a feeling he's not. It's going to be more humanitarian. He's not going to talk about the money him and his son have in Ukraine. And that's why it's a personal reason why Ukraine can't go underneath.
Yeah. I guess if we do it that way, then you can lean on Trump and say it's personal with Russia.
It's personal with him because him and Putin like to get together and take their shirts off and ride horses. That's his friend. Yeah. So either way, we screwed.
He said take his shirts off.
Well, you saw the picture.
I know what his shirt was off.
Okay. Trump can't take his shirt off.
Oh, God.
And now Putin can't. Putin ain't that same shape. That man that fell down the stairs and pooped his pants is not the same guy that's on that horse.
That pooped his pants.
And how do we know that's not Photoshop?
That's true, too. Yeah. Because they Photoshop Trump with his little
all those NFTs. And he got a cowboy hat on that fake hair.
I know.
Is that hair attached to his hat?
So if the wind...
When have you ever seen him with
the baseball cap?
And I think it's attached to that. I think his hair is attached to hats.
You think?
Yes.
If he's wearing a hat.
When he has hats, like you know how women have wigs on those little heads?
Oh, yeah.
He has a bunch of hats with his hair attached to it.
Like they have those West Indian ones with the locks.
With the locks.
Dreadlocks to the hat.
Because if it wasn't, he'd take his hat off. His hair is messed up.
That's true, because he had to be careful when he take. That's why he don't ever take his hat off, though. You notice.
But you know the thing that's probably why my mother and them they think they like him on television. When he walked up the stairs of the plane, remember his hair blew.
Yeah.
And we saw his whole skull in the
wind was blowing.
He kept saying he didn't have a comb over. He don't have a comb over because a comb over is like this.
Exactly.
But his whole back hair, if this went up, you see his whole head.
So he has to.
And that flew up.
He needs to wear a hat when he's outside.
But wait a minute. The people thought he wasn't going to claim it. Yeah. They was like, tell us about your hair blowing up and us seeing your scalp. Yeah. And he laughed. So he couldn't get away from it. He said that's why I wear they have the same barber. And
oh my God!
So Trump is a trip.
Okay, he is.
All right, so that's in with him.
Okay,
done with him. Let's talk about Michelle Obama.
Yeah, our girl,
Michelle Obama. We love Michelle and Barack, even though people hate.
You know
Barack.
what? If anybody, here's the thing: if I ever talk to somebody,
there's people who don't like.
No, I just like to know why.
Foreign affairs.
It has to be policy related.
It's policy.
Because if you don't like
No, it's not her
because of what?
No, it's not them.
Or him.
No,
okay.
no. With Trump is him. And some policies.
And policies, yeah.
But with Barack, it's all policy.
Okay.
If you hear people say, I haven't heard anybody say they don't like him.
Okay.
They say they don't like him, what he did as a president in his policies.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Michelle Obama explains why she isn't her kids' friends. Kid's friend. Okay. Parenting has nothing to do with them liking you. She's absolutely correct. Mm-hmm. Here, let's play her. She talked about it. Yeah, let's hope they don't play no commercial. They might because it's.
She's been our source of pride and joy and solidarity. From the world stage to our living room, the former First Lady of the United States is coming through just for us. With her new bestseller, The Light We Carry, Overcoming in Uncertain Times, topping our visit, hits different.
You being a brown-skinned girl in the White House.
Ours is up close and completely unapologetic.
My kids tell me, Mama, you don't have a filter anymore.
Cross-generational conversation.
Because you don't have to have one.
She's been sporting a braid.
She's probably seeing how easy it is to just get up.
Well, I watched
and go.
I watched this segment. So she said during Michelle's recent Revolt special, Revolt and Michelle Obama, the cross-generational conversation, a discussion surrounding gentle parenting was brought up amongst the panel, which consisted of Michelle Obama, Tina Knowles Lawson, Winnie Harlow, her, who's cute. We talked about her doing The Lion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or whatever that was. What is it?
Gabrielle.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
And Kelly Rowland. Additionally, Angie Martinez served as the moderator. Very good panel.
That's very good. It's a good diverse.
That's a good panel.
Because Gabrielle, it represents young.
At one point, Kelly addressed Michelle and asked, isn't there a part of you that wants to be trusted friend too? Or do you just put yourself in the parent box? Before the R&B icon could even finish her question, Michelle responded with a firm no. Isn't there a part of you that wants to be a friend? No. Mm-mm. Obama went on to explain her rationale, saying that the parents shouldn't be concerned with their kids liking them. Once you decide you want your child to be your friend, now you're worried about them liking you. And there's so much of a parent that has nothing to do with them liking you. So much of what you're going to have to teach them is counter to what they want. She continued, nothing that parents have a duty to equip parents have a duty to equip their children to handle some of life's hardships. With a friend, you want them happy all the time. Your kids have to learn to live in their unhappiness. They have to learn how to live with unfairness, and they have to learn it in their home. Their house bout of unfairness can't be at school or when they're 30. I wish she would say this to everybody in the world. Oh, maybe she'll say it.
One more friend. But question, but isn't there a part of you that wants to be a trusted friend too, or do you just put yourself in the parent box?
No.
Okay.
No,
that's a no.
What I say?
Let's turn this gentle parenting in, Mrs. Obama.
But Kelly, this is the thing. It's like once you decide you want your child to be your friend, now you're worried about them liking you.
That's right.
And there's so much of parenting that has nothing to do with them liking you. So much of what you're going to have to teach them is counter to what they want.
That's right.
You know, with a friend, you want them happy all the time.
Yes.
Your kids have to learn how to live in their unhappiness. They have to learn how to live with unfairness, and they have to learn it in their house. Their first bout of unfairness can't be at school, you know, or when they're 30.
Now, a part of me,
okay, go ahead,
has a different opinion to an extent.
Okay.
I agree with her, but my comment is it depends on the parent as well, because I use this as an example. Whoopi to me is a parent who has probably now her daughter is a friend, but Whoopi doesn't care if her daughter likes her or not. She still is the parent within the friendship as well. So maybe...
But Whoopi didn't raise her daughter too.
Whoopi didn't raise her daughter. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the parent. It depends on the background. It depends on the age of the kid. Because I believe sometimes when you get older as a parent, your daughter or your son can become a friend, but you're not in that moment where she says you are concerned about how they feel about you. No, you don't have to be concerned about them liking you.
Right.
But yet the friendship is now developing more so because you're not in that, I'm telling you what to do, child. Maybe she's doing it because they're underage, they're in your home, you're still disciplining them. But when they get older, you may cross that line of, now I can be a friend to my mom. And my mom still tells me she's not, I don't care that you're not liking me, honey, for what I'm saying. But a friend would be honest with another friend, even if you don't like what I say.
I think we using the word friend wrong.
Maybe that's
because remember I told you one time when I said, I don't really do friends. I don't really have friends. I did when I was younger.
So you use friend to
with the older I get, more people are more like when I use the word friends, I've used the word like associates. A little stronger than an associate though. Okay. This is somebody that I'll talk to or, but a friend and then I said, honestly, to be honest with you, if people was to look, they would say you are my friend. But that's not a friend to me. That's my sister.
Okay, but some people don't have a sister.
Some people are not close to their sister.
That's true.
So that's why I think we use the word friend wrong. Yeah. I think your sister is your sister. That's it. That's your sister. Okay. You can be closer to certain sisters if you have more than one sister. But to me, that's more than a friend to me. Just like a brother. If that's my brother, that's my brother. That's not my friend. So, even though we do have a close relationship and we talk, that's my brother.
See, that is such each household is different. You would assume your sister, if it's just two of you, if it's just four of you, you will be closer to one maybe than the other. You don't want to put a label as a friend because you are closer to that one versus the other one.
Right.
So maybe that's why we say friend.
Yeah.
Because with four sisters,
I think
you may be closer to the one sister than the other three.
But I think that's what she's saying. You don't want to be like your daughter's friend. But you can have a friendship with your daughter.
Maybe that's how we're wording it.
Wendy says Whoopi has always had her daughter with her. Whoopi, here's the thing with Whoopi. And
her
she
early days,
this.
Wendy, yeah.
You have to look at Whoopi's story. And she talked about it, so I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Her mother pretty much raised her daughter. Whoopi's mom, her daughter, Whoopi was gone. And she says even today that she regrets kind of all the time that she was gone. But she was into her career. And she wanted to become famous and do what she, and so there's a part of her that she feels like she missed because her daughter had that with her mom. She didn't have that with Whoopi. Whoopi was never like that. Her mother
and
like
Whoopi
that.
had it with her mom as well.
And Whoopi had it with her mom.
Strong mentor in their family.
So to be honest with you, Michelle is almost like that because Michelle, remember. The days in the White House, her mom stayed with the girls.
That's true.
And she brought her there because of that.
Yeah. She needed another parent in that circle because she would be pulled away.
And
Barack be pulled away. They needed still some stability.
Yeah. And her mom made the decisions a lot about what the girls did, what they ate, what they wore, so you got to look at, like you said, different households are different.
Different dynamics. Yeah.
Right. Different households are different. So
but you're right about that word friend.
Yeah.
How we're using that word
right,
friend.
Wendy, she was working. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Her career.
And she wasn't just working, Wendy. She said she was gone. Like gone for periods of time. And her mom really, she was there. Like, I agree with you. It wasn't like Whoopi just gave her daughter to her mom and
here,
left.
raise her and I'm gone.
They lived in the same house. She just wasn't there. And her mom made the daily decisions for her daughter.
Maybe.
And so she wished she would have had that, but she didn't.
Maybe Michelle Obama is Well, I'm not saying her personally.
Maybe she can't be friends with her daughter because she wasn't there.
Yeah, maybe. And she could be referencing relationships like Jada Pinkett and their kids. They're friends with their kids.
No, they not. Willow was upstairs cutting herself, and Jada didn't even know.
Well, sometimes you may not know your friend is going.
That's not your friend.
It shouldn't be your friend because that should be your daughter.
But that tells me Jada was not friends with Willow.
Oh, okay.
I think she allowed Willow to discover who she was.
Oh, just let her freedom.
Right. And that was too much because it was so free. And then Jada even said, and Jada has said this, she was going through mental things. And I didn't know her mom was on drugs.
Jada's mom?
Did y'all know that her mother? So Jada had issues growing up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's a recoverer.
I did not know
so,
that.
And
she looks very strong. Like she's
when they talk,
you would never know she went through that.
When they talk on the red table, they talk about those generational things. And then Will had a breakdown in his family, you know, with his
with his dad and everything.
And so he determined. Well, that's why he said when he got married, he did not want to get a divorce. He felt that was a failure.
He held on to
and
that
he
marriage,
did not
regardless of how rough it was.
And he did not want to lose that relationship he had with his son, Trey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it was important to him to marry somebody like Jada, who wanted him to still have that connection with his son, and took on the thing of being an extended mom.
Right. Okay. Extended family.
Yeah.
As well. Okay.
So it was very good.
So this is interesting.
Oh, Wendy said on drugs too. Yeah. Well, Whoopi was on drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. She had some issues and on welfare.
Yeah. And she was close to her mom.
Yeah.
She was close to her mom.
And her brother too.
And her brother.
I liked her brother.
Yeah. So it's a lot. So I agree with you. You can take it either way, and you have to look at who's saying it. Like you said, you're looking at Michelle Obama saying it. Us looking back at when her and Barack and the girls were in the White House, she couldn't have been a friend of them even if she wanted to because she was so busy.
And then too, with all that, they were in a glass house.
Yeah.
Everybody was watching them. So I see what she's saying because the point that she's making with the friendship thing is, of course, the respect as a parent,
right?
And being a parent that's still disciplined and giving them clarity and direction. Sometimes that friendship can muddy that.
I agree with what she's saying. They're not supposed to like you like that.
Yeah, because there's times we get mad at our parents for, you know what? Here's the thing too. I think what for some reason I thought it was as far as our relationship with God. Some people get mad at God.
Right, but he's not there to be but he is your friend.
He loves us.
He's a friend that's closer than any brother.
Oh my God.
A brother, what is it? Whatever
He's
they
a
say.
friend that sticks closer than a brother.
He's your friend. He should be your friend, your doctor, your lawyer,
all of that.
But when the hammer falls,
God, why?
He gonna say, look, I'm your friend and all, but I want to make it clear. I'm not like your friend Joe down the street.
That
I'm gonna whoop you sometimes, and you ain't gonna like it.
And I want you to trust me and have faith in me.
That when I'm whooping you, it's because I see things that are better.
Yes.
And I'm trying to make you strong like iron. You got to put iron or you got to put gold or whatever in the furnace.
You're not liking me right now,
right?
Because of all that you've lost, but you will see. Right. Through all of this, that I love you even more so than you thought.
And to be honest with you, a real friend should treat you the same way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If what kind of friend is like, you always gotta like me. I always gotta like me.
No, if a real friend is gonna tell you some stuff you may not like.
Yes, that's a real friend. So that's why I was saying that it can be debatable, but what she's saying.
I get what she's saying. But my friend is not there to train me. My parents are.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't like what you saying if you're a friend and you saying something, I may not like it.
Yeah.
But that's not your job to raise
your
me.
Your role and responsibility is not to train me.
Right.
And
I'll listen to you if I want to.
Because you may have gone through that yourself, and I'm learning.
And then some siblings take on the role of parents.
Yeah. That's true.
So you're right. It depends on the family dynamic.
Yeah.
A sister different than us could be, I raised you.
Yeah.
So I'm more than your sister. I'm also like your mom.
I'm a parent to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to me and respect what I tell you to do, this and that.
Right.
Wow.
So it was funny. I was watching on Twitter, these two sisters. One was there was an older sister doing her younger sister's hair. And she got mad about her doing it. And she's like, I don't want you, it's hurting or whatever, do it that way. And she said, leave me alone. Let me do what I need to do or whatever. And she said, I don't have to let you do my hair. You don't have to do my hair. And then the other sister said, the older one, I done did all of this. Oh, I'm doing, like, you put me through all that and brought all my stuff. I'm doing your hair, whether you want me to or not. And then the other younger one was like, no, I don't want you to, whatever. So she said, go on, I don't want to, I'm not going to do it or whatever. So then, as they was talking, the younger sister said something or whatever. And then the older sister was like, you better be glad that I'm not like my old self. I beat you down into the ground or something. Okay. And then the younger sister was like, come on, do a jump if you want to, or whatever, do it. But I was just laughing at how they sisters. They didn't know the thing was filming. Oh. And so they said, they decided to just go ahead and post it.
Oh my goodness.
But I thought that was funny because sisters do that. Yeah. Sometimes you argue to the point, because sometimes I can't stand you. And then I'll be like, all right, I'm good. But you do get me to that point where sometimes I hate you.
Same here.
When have I ever gotten you to the point to where you don't hate me?
I use profanity, but I be in my room cussing.
At something I did. That make you hate me?
Me and Mama sometimes like, oh, she made us so mad today. Sometimes you do both of us mad. Yeah. Or you may do me by myself.
Right. And then sometimes you make me mad. And one time you got an argument and then you went in the car and was leaving and your dumb self, you had the phone on. You butt dialed or whatever. And I can hear you talking about me. Who was you talking to? It wasn't God.
I was talking to myself. I talk to myself. Don't y'all talk to yourself? And I answer myself. Oh God, I can't believe she said that. But you know what?
You was being
makes me so mad.
Yeah, you said I can't stand her.
I'm tired of her.
I can't stand her.
Oh Jesus, help me!
And I was listening. I said, I wonder if I should say something when she come back, or if I should just let it go. And I think if you would have came back early, I would have said something. But by the time you came back, I was done.
Oh, good. Okay.
But if you would have came back early, I would have said, you was talking about me, you big dummy, to yourself in the car.
You butt down me.
And I was listening.
I heard what you said.
She thinks she know everything. She make me sick.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Go ahead.
Emerald says, when you fall into the friend zone with your child, they feel that they can talk to you any kind of way. Once that happens, you can't go back. It's too late. I agree. I've seen some kids punch their parents in the face.
So I don't know. I think you can go into that zone if you give guidance to it, because like the old episode with the Huxtables, they were talking to their kids, sat them all on the sofa, and said, "We want you guys to be able to come to us with any situation, any personal problems, anything." And the kids was like, "Sure, okay, Mom."
No, they.
And then the kids was like, "Okay." It came out that, Mom, you guys judge us. That's why we go to our friends. Our friends don't judge us. Yeah. You parents judge us.
But they was never friends.
So, but I'm just saying, sometimes a parent has made themselves so available to that one child or whatever that child does trust them, and the parent don't judge.
I agree.
But yet, it's I think that don't you think that's wisdom?
But
that parent is very wise.
But I also think it's your personality.
Maybe that's
some
it
people don't have that personality where you could just tell me anything.
Well,
we talked about this yesterday. Yeah. I don't want to hear everybody's testimony.
But there may be one out of your kids. That may be the one kid that you clicked with, and you become that friend with that kid. A lot of times kids do look at it and go, that's Mom's favorite. Yeah. That's Dad's favorite. And that happens. It does. Yeah. And maybe they're crossing the line now as, you're not just my daughter. Yeah. Now you become a friend daughter. Right. So I don't know. That can be debated.
Again, I think it depends on, like we said, the person, the kids, the place, the relationship,
the dynamics of
everything. Every person is different.
We know right now who won't be friends. Who he would probably only be friends.
Oh, you was looking at Nick Cannon in the corner.
Picture.
Did you hear him say he regrets now?
What is he saying?
Recently, he made a statement. I was going to talk about it, but later on maybe, where he said he's starting to understand, which we was telling him. That he can, because probably Mariah Carey said that. Wow. That you don't spend enough time with Morocco and them.
We have to allow people to on their journey of learning and with
but wise. You bringing 100 kids into the world.
There's nothing you can say. If he's still doing it on his own until he has an aha moment when he goes,
and the
I
women,
get it.
And no one ever talks about the women. The women are the ones that's allowing it. Yeah, so he can't have no baby if don't nobody want him to have one.
That's true.
All right, so here we go. Young Thug. Now we talked about the Gunna and the Thug case, right? Yesterday. Young Thug's brother, Unfunk, I think is his name.
Is that his name for real?
Well, that's rapper.
I need to
denies. I don't know if he's a rapper though.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about this clan.
Okay.
Denies snitching after becoming the 5th codependent to accept a plea deal. Gunna was the first one in the rapper's ongoing RICO case.
Okay. Co-defendant.
Okay. This is Young Thug's brother.
Wow.
Young Thug's brother is denying that he snitched after taking a plea deal in the ongoing RICO case against the rapper and his Young Slim Life YSL street gang. After his release from custody this week.
Didn't he say they were tight?
Him and his brother?
No, the group.
Yeah, well, no, you're thinking of Sauce Walker.
Oh,
Sauce Walker said that none of them gonna talk. We gonna see them.
Wow, okay, wrong group.
On Tuesday, Quantavious Greer,
oh Lord,
known by his stage name, okay, there you go. So he's a rapper. You can write him down in your book. Unfunk pleaded guilty to 1 count of violating the RICO Act as well as 1 count of theft by receiving stolen property, according to YSB TV. Unfunk, I mean.
FOONK.
Yeah. Young Thug's brother accepts a plea deal for immediate prison release, denies accusations of snitching. Unfunk had been sentenced to 12 years in prison, but now has 2 years commuted to time served alongside 10 years of probation, for the outlet reports. Shortly after his release, he did the same thing Gunna did. Unfunk posted a statement in his Instagram story where he denied accusations of snitching on his brother.
They have to. You have to put a statement out there because people truly see.
But do these people think we stupid?
I know. You get a plea deal. If you get a plea deal, you said something.
Unfunk took to his Instagram story shortly after his release to respond to those accusing him of snitching on Young Thug, asking anyone to show me in the paperwork that I told on anybody. Damn, people really think I told on my own brother. Shaking my head. Show me in my paperwork I told on anybody. Laugh out loud. I'm not even finna entertain any of it. Peace and blessings. If you ain't entertaining it, why you posting?
Right, you entertaining it by giving this comment.
Unfunk's release depends on a number of conditions, including community service and curfew. While Unfunk is indeed a free man as of Tuesday, there are a number of conditions he must meet as part of the plea deal, including 750 hours of community service. Gunna had 500. Ooh. He also cannot possess any guns or commit any criminal acts, and has a 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. Be hard on him. He's not allowed to contact his brother or any other of his co-defendants in the indictment until the case is over. Another part of the term of his release is he must testify if called upon. However, he maintains his right to invoke the Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination, according to the outlet. All they have to do, you big dummy, is ask you something that you wasn't there. You have to answer it.
You think that this is all a plot kind of thing? Is this a plan in how the district attorney and all of them handle cases like this where they'll let them off? To let them, it's like letting a fish go free because you know they're going to do something stupid and it's going to end up helping your case. Is that what you're saying? That's one. Or they'll let them off knowing that we can get them in the court, bring them into court still later on. I mean, it's something with this. They just don't give it a plea deal like you didn't say nothing.
It's the old, I'm going to let you off because I know that you're an idiot and that you're going to do something that I'm going to be able to use in this case. They want Young Thug. That's who they want. So they thinking they'll watch him and see if he talks, if he goes with other people. You don't think it's a plan, like even in the legal world, where it's not a plea deal per se, because like he said, he can honestly say I didn't say nothing. Okay, well, you do 700 community hours and blah blah blah, and then we gonna call you back and because you got to still speak to this crime that has taken place, that they'll get them then. They gonna get all of them because all the stuff that's going on right now. First of all, there is someone who is deceased. That this gang, which we know is a gang, because Gunna said it was a gang. He alluded to that. No, he said yes, ma'am. Yes? The judge will say, "Is this a gang?" or whoever was reading, and he said yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, it's a gang. Okay. But I feel like they want Young Thug And I think they want to build a case against him. So all these guys going to end up taking plea deals. And they all going to end up telling, and they're all going to end up making it hard for Young Thug to get out. And then what's going to happen is they're going to bring all of them in, and they all going to get arrested again on something. Because they're going to violate some kind of way their plea deal. They too stupid.
You know what's so funny, and I know, Wendy, you would understand this, especially those who are people who understand the word of God when it comes about names. There's so much in your name that you have to be careful with, because even when we read the Old Testament,
what's his name?
Thug.
Oh, you talking about Young Thug?
A Young Thug.
Oh, he's a thug.
So
I thought you were talking about Emerald said that guy has 11 letters in his first name.
I know. F-O-O-O-N-T N-K. Really? And then how do you say it? Is that Funk? Why can't you just say F-U-N-K? Funk.
Oh, she talking about his real name.
Oh, his real name.
Quintavious.
Quintavious,
whatever.
But I'm just saying the thug, the young thug.
He's not even young no more.
Environment you in, and that name is following you. So
no, that's who they want, though. They want him.
Sad.
But the bottom line is, I think all of them are going to take plea deals. Somebody was saying Gunna should have waited. And waited to not be the first guy to walk out. Wait till everybody else, then say, okay, I'll be the third guy or something. Okay. Because then people would say, now we know why you did. Because everybody telling, I'm not going down as the ship.
Okay.
But you the first guy to fold.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And now his brother, Young Thug's brother.
Funk.
And he talking about, when did I tell on somebody? How you get out?
That's what I'm saying. He and Gunna are actually saying they didn't have to say
These
anything
guys
to
think
get
we're
out.
stupid.
They let them out, and they have to do community service.
You get 12 years, and you think they're gonna let you go with 10 years of community service?
You think because they don't have a background? They don't have.
They have all that stuff on them.
Background.
No, they have criminal backgrounds.
Gunna does.
All of them do, except for Gunna. No, Gunna didn't.
Gunna
Young Thug.
didn't. Okay.
But all of these guys
do.
No, he does.
He does.
Yeah,
he has
all of them.
Oh.
Gunna is the only one that did.
I guess it would have to be somebody in the legal world that can give us like an ideal of what their plan is when they're doing.
I think it's something bigger. I think they letting. If I was a fisherman, sometimes you catch a little fish and you put it back in because your goal is to get the big fish. And sometimes the little fish swarming around draws attention and brings the big fish to you. That's who you want in the first place. So put all these nutheads out and they all gonna be swimming around.
But it's so funny.
And one of them gonna do something that's gonna make all of them go right back. But it's so funny
though, because you would think common sense would be, okay, they see in the news that dude on Funk is been, they've talked to him and he had, we not touching him with a 10-foot pole. He's not coming nowhere near him.
People are stupid. You saw what happened with, we getting ready to go to Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, okay, go there.
You saw what happened with them. Tory, remember he punched August Alsina? Right, he had a case going right then, and he went. They can't stay out of trouble.
Oh God,
they can't.
You would think they would leave it alone and just stay away from each other,
y'all,
until their cases are done.
Okay, this is the Megan. I know what happened.
You do?
Yeah, I'm good.
You know the true story with.
I feel like I know what happened. Now.
Has cleared up.
I feel like I know what happened from the witness. From
the bodyguard, he had
reading between the lines of the lies of Megan and whatever her name is, Leslie, and Tory not taking the stand, and Megan's bodyguard being missing. Okay, I think I know what happened. All right, this is my analysis. I talked about. I'm not going to go into big detail. They all. Let's start at Kylie's party.
Okay.
According to Megan's wig guy, her guy that does her hair and stuff, Megan was drunk out of her mind, which I believe because she's always drunk. Always.
Okay.
I think this is the longest period of time where we have never seen Megan Thee Stallion drunk. But most of the time she pouring shots down people's throats at parties.
Okay.
So she's always drunk. The other thing is Kelsey was drunk.
Okay.
Now, according to that guy that does the hair and stuff, I agree with him. I think she's not a mean drunk.
Okay.
I don't think she's a mean person because more people like her than like Megan. In the industry, according to Joe Budden and a couple of other people, Megan's not, people don't like her.
Really?
So that lets me to believe that she's not a likable person.
So even with alcohol, she probably works.
She probably works without, and then she's lost her mind, and she has the right. I mean, she's lost
maybe
her
a lot
mind.
of that was releasing, and she was angry and jealous.
She probably
the alcohol took her to the next level.
Her mom was her manager who passed away, and she feel like she probably out here on her own, and she can't trust nobody because her mom is gone.
Okay,
I understand, and she's young too.
Okay,
so I can understand her being angry. She probably angry with God. She probably
that's
angry
not good
with everybody.
alcohol in you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, and has a lot of insecurities.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So with that being said, why you got to sleep with everybody Leslie sleeping with? So Leslie, her friend, or Kelsey. Okay. Kelsey sleeps with somebody. Meg turns right around and sleeps with him. So whatever. Okay. So Megan's Kelsey sleeps with short man Tom Thumb. That lovely T calls him.
Okay.
And then Megan decides she want to hook up with him. Now, not only does she hook up with him, but she also is not just one time. She's making this dude like her boyfriend. They going on trips together. They doing stuff together. Now, how does Kelsey not know that? And she's supposed to be her friend. So that means y'all hiding then. Okay. That means you don't want her to know. If that's your friend, why she don't know that you kicking it with Tori? Why is the first time she find out you slept with Tori is that night?
Oh, so she's hiding it.
They hiding it. Okay. And then that big dummy Tori, when Megan called you over there, why would you go over there knowing they drinking, knowing it's gonna come out? Kelsey's there. Okay. And then you try to go for the old, I'm gonna talk to Kylie too. You got two girls you done slept with in the same. Bringing them all in. He trying to do a trifecto.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, trifecto. And it backfired on him.
Oh, big time.
Megan was drunk, but she wasn't that drunk.
Okay.
All right. So he's sending her home. And the makeup guy's like, we got to go because it's getting ready to get bad here. Soon it's going to be Megan fighting Kylie Jenner. Oh, okay. Can you imagine that? A Kardashian fighting?
No, that's not good.
All that plastic surgery getting messed up. All that money down the tube.
And then who always usually ends up the one
winning?
Winning is the Kardashians.
Look at Kanye. He don't even know what's going on. He one step away from Martin with the hairstyle, with the afro and the braids on the other side, going to the Himalayas.
And then what's his name that did the video with Kim at the beginning? He don't even know which way to go.
They all messed up.
So leave the Kardashians
Travis got demons coming off the stage. Crowd trying to get out. All of them. They call it the Kardashian curse, even though they say they don't have it. Yeah. But somehow every man ends up deluded. Yeah. When they go around there. They're like, what's her name with the...
Oh, that's mean because even Bruce Jenner.
All of them.
Every man. Stay away from them women.
So now Tori trying to become part of the gang because he's stupid.
You better hold.
That's why you in trouble now. At Kylie's house. Oh. All started at Kylie's house. The Kardashian curse.
That's you know what? It's unfortunate. I know the ladies don't like to hear that, but so far everyone you just named, something negative has happened to them.
So then they finally get this nut job drunk out of there. Put her in the car. Tori said, "My driver can take you home." Mr. Misson, who just showed up today. Quan can take you home.
Okay.
All of a sudden, people can find Quan.
Right.
That night, you can find Quan.
But that after
that night, you couldn't find Quan.
What's his name?
Quan, I think his name.
Okay.
So anyway, so they get in the car. Meg is mad that he was trying to talk to Kylie. Okay. She probably calls him short, says your music ain't that good anyway. You think she wants you? And she got Travis. Why would she want you? Travis fills stadiums. Why would she want your little short Tom Thumb self and mess up what she got? I bet you that's what was going on.
But you know what? A lot of times too, Megan could be dealing with, now think about it, on SNL and a lot's going on front covers of magazines and stuff. So a lot of that insecurity could be, hey, I'm Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, I should.
Why you don't like? You need to be liking me.
Why are you trying to talk to Kylie and I'm Megan Thee Stallion? Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. Because you're Megan Thee Stallion. You're 8 foot tall and he's only 4 feet. Kylie fits him more. But then you're a stallion for God's sake.
With the little man with the thumb.
Okay. All right, so then the stallion is mad. Okay. Goes back. And so I left my shoes. So then Quan has to take her drunk self back to the house with Kelsey. And then she goes in. This is what I think happened. Of course, Kylie, with her rich billionaire self, didn't have to take the stand. I think Megan tried to start fighting Kylie.
You think?
Yeah, because Kylie kicked her out the house. She didn't kick her out the first time. Why would she kick her out the second time? Because you came back acting like a fool.
Yeah, she don't want you. That's coming back.
Get
now.
that niggerish thing out of here. I don't want no niggeras up in my house acting like that.
You said niggeras.
So then she says, and not only that, this is Kylie. Short man, you can go too.
Because you attracting that.
And all of that, get out of here.
Yeah, we don't need
Where's
no
my
drama.
black guy at? Corey? Where's the black guy that's in the house?
Get rid of him.
That's why Corey's supposed to take the stand. He's the only black guy in the house.
Get him out.
Corey, get these Negroes out of here. You speak their language. Get them out of here.
We hope and pray that they definitely, I'm glad they didn't say all this, because they be all in the news.
Corey,
call them Negroes.
Talk that stuff you talk, that ghetto talk, and get these ghetto Negroes out of my house.
Right, okay.
So Tory does that. Because
Corey.
Kylie didn't kick them out. You know Corey came out
and helped.
And did. You know Kylie did. Kylie didn't tell drunk 8 foot tall Megan to leave her house.
You stallion, she looks up.
And angry man Tory who punched August Hussein and everybody else who say something against him.
She's a scared.
She went in that house and said, Corey, get these Negroes out of my house. You talk their language. I'm screwed. Corey came and said, Kylie wants y'all to go. Y'all acting up.
Yeah. Okay.
And he probably said y'all acting like Negroes. Y'all acting ignorant. Get out of here. Because he's black. He can say it. Okay, so they out here and Kim and them hide. She probably on the phone, Kylie on the phone with Kim and them.
Chloe and all of them.
Kim, why didn't you tell me? Oh my God.
You should have said something.
And then Chloe, who ready to fight all the time. Chloe probably like, you want me to come over there and tell giant girl to get out of there?
I'm giant too.
Exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so then they get them out of there. They get in the car and they're heading home. That's when the argument broke out. That's where I think she said, you little short man, she don't want you. She want Travis. Okay. Why would she want you? Your music ain't even that good. And then he came back and said, my music ain't good. You only be famous because you did a song with Cardi B. Nobody wants you.
So you thinking
nobody wants me. You want me. We sleep together. And then Kelsey, whoa, what? I didn't know you guys were sleeping together. So then they start arguing. Pull over the car. Quan, the bodyguard. Y'all can't be doing all this. He pulls over. Get out. If y'all want to argue, do all that.
Right.
They get out. They fighting. The guy that comes out, this is the guy that I believe. The guy who was just a guy in his apartment. Comes out and he says he looks out the window and he sees 2 girls fighting.
Okay.
Going at it.
Okay.
Right?
Then he says 2 girls at first and not the guy.
He comes out later.
Oh.
The short man.
Okay, so the girls are starting it.
And he even calls, he differentiates between the big guy and the short man. We know who the short man is. He gets out the car and now he's fighting. He probably started off trying to break him up and somebody probably hit him and he got mad and then I'm fighting too.
Okay.
Now then Quan has to get out. He's the big guy. And he says, all of these drunkards, I got to break up this fight. Right. So the guy looking on the thing probably thinks, oh, he's fighting too, but he's not. He's really breaking up the fight. He's probably in there.
Because you don't know by only just looking.
Now, I do believe that guy said when he got out, when short man got out, he was holding something. I think that was the gun. And I do believe Tory intended to shoot it up in the air. You know how when somebody fighting and you shoot something or whatever, like stop it. They can hear the gunshot, so they're gonna stop. It didn't work out like that. I believe Kelsey probably tried to grab it. They fighting over it, and then the gun goes off and hits the ground. The whatever pieces hit Meg's foot
and shatters,
and that's why you have gun residue on Megan and on Kelsey and Tory.
Okay, Megan didn't have none on hers.
No, but according to this guy, he said he saw the fire. He didn't see a gun. He just saw white. You know how fire goes off when a gun goes off. Right. He said he saw it near Kelsey. So that means Kelsey was the one who probably was trying to do something, and then Tory was wrestling with the gun, and then it shot the thing that hit Megan. Okay. So then they say, then this is weird. The guy says Megan, they all go back, get into the car, whatever, and they still beating up on Megan, even though I guess her foot is still messed up or whatever. She just down on the thing or whatever. So then finally the police get there, I guess, and tell them all to get out or come out the car or whatever. I don't know. I don't watch it that much. But that's the part that I got. I only want to get to the part to where the shooting was. That's what I think. It was an accident. I don't think I think Megan is a liar. I don't think she saw Tory on the other side of the car. He's only 4 foot tall, standing over the car saying, "Dance, be dance." No, he didn't.
Because that don't make sense. They if they're fighting, why would he say that?
Thank you.
It doesn't fit the whole scene.
The guy who was the eyewitness said he never saw that. He never saw him standing on the other side of the car, pointing a gun, saying dance, be dance.
Oh, okay.
He said he saw them fighting, which makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
And it makes sense to why Quan disappeared, because he would have to say that Tory brought that gun out that car.
Yeah, he brought it out. So
it's his fault.
His testimony will damage Tory.
He works for Tory.
Yeah. That's a hard one.
But it makes sense why he don't want to be found, because he would have to say Tory had that gun. He brought the gun to the fight.
Right.
They was just fist fighting. He didn't have to come out that car with that gun.
And he wasn't supposed to touch a weapon anyway.
And he's not supposed to touch a weapon.
So that's two things.
Which is why they threw that felony charge on there about him having a gun. Remember,
right away
they threw that charge in at the end about him not necessarily shooting her, but having possession of a gun.
Because even if let's just say for sake of argument, he didn't shoot it, or it didn't.
They can get him on having the gun.
Just touching the gun, he was in trouble.
So what may happen is, on the count, I'm pretty sure. 99.9% sure on the charge of him shooting Meg, he's going to be found not guilty.
Okay.
Because you have to do it beyond a reasonable doubt.
Okay.
And I believe Kelsey had something to do with that.
Okay, because he really had no motive to shoot at her like that.
None of them did. They all drunk. But I do believe he will get, if they allow that felony charge in, if y'all know about it, if that's allowed in there, he has to be found guilty for that.
How long will he have to?
You could get like 2 years, but he'll be deported immediately, and he can't come back to the United States.
Canada, yeah, because he's not from here.
So
we'll see how this goes.
But
if anything,
today,
I just want it to be over.
It is. Quan came in today. I told you, the bodyguard that was in the car that could tell everybody what happened. The defense wanted to put him up on the stand, and the prosecution said no. The guy's eyewitness, they have enough to where they know Tory is not going to be found guilty.
Okay.
And they didn't want to put him on the stand because he may mess up something getting on the stand.
Because the bodyguard is only proven the point where they said he had possession of a gun.
Exactly.
And that's it.
And why would I want you on that? Just leave it alone.
Okay.
Let it rest. So they were supposed to do their closing arguments today. I'm not watching it, if anybody's watching it.
Okay.
And hopefully tomorrow the jury gets it.
Okay.
Now they were saying this case is so ridiculous, the jury may come back within a few hours, and we have a verdict tomorrow.
We'll see.
If we don't have a verdict tomorrow, they do their closing arguments either today and tomorrow. If we don't have a verdict tomorrow, we'll have one Friday.
So
before Christmas.
So the verdict would be basically on Tory. So nothing against Megan, nothing against Kelsey, nothing like that. Like
nothing.
A criminal trial later.
Kelsey
not
did,
criminal. Civil.
Kelsey
trial.
did immunity, but there's nothing to stop the state from going after Megan.
See,
for lying,
perjury, whatever. Okay.
So we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be over. I think they're gonna go after Megan next.
This is
Megan Thee Stallion now has to probably go to court to defend herself, saying that she lied on Tory.
Yeah. Why you lie?
Okay. So it's gonna keep.
It's messy.
It may be over. It depends on the state.
Everybody is under 30.
Yeah.
This is messy.
Well, I don't know how old Tory is. That's a good question. How old is Tory?
Because you would think, okay, there's no excuses anymore, but still, they're all young and very immature, especially with the
30. He's 30.
30. Okay, especially with all that's been her being famous now, and a lot of people are learning who her name is. She's becoming more of a
and it's for the wrong reason.
For the wrong. But when she was on NSL,
Tory is 5'3".
That's sad. How tall is she? 5'9". Megan Thee Stallion. Cause she's 5'3".
5'10".
Oh gosh. 5'3".
What does he wear? Prince shoes when he's
and I know she wears heels. So she's got to be sick.
She didn't have on it. See, her new boyfriend is tall. Okay. Cardi, he's tall.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ohio teacher. Oh, yeah. Ohio teacher told principal using students' preferred pronouns violated her religion. She was forced to resign.
She's suing now, right?
A lawsuit. She's suing. A former Ohio middle school teacher said she was forced to resign after she told her boss that she would not address students by their preferred pronouns because it violates her religious beliefs. A teacher, Vivian, whatever her name is now suing Jackson Memorial Middle School's principal, the Board of Education, and 2 district employees. She's a Christian, worked at the school in Ohio as an English language arts teacher up until her resignation on August 26. Before her departure, she taught her class while remaining consistent with her religious practices and scientific understanding concerning human identity, gender, and sex, states a federal lawsuit filed on Monday.
I don't think she's going to win. Because I know...
You want to hear what the case is?
Oh, the case is over?
About a week before she resigned, 2 of her students requested that she use names associated with their new gender identities rather than their legal names. The suit states one of the students also wanted to be addressed by their preferred pronoun. The lawsuit notes that the school had adopted a policy that required teachers to use the preferred pronoun of students. Because of the request went against her religious beliefs, the teacher met with Principal Casey Carter in the hope of reaching a solution that would allow her to continue teaching without violating her religious beliefs and constitutional rights, according to the lawsuit. Now, the teacher told Carter that she would not use the students' preferred pronouns. That suit says was later called into a separate meeting with Carter and Monica Myers, a district employee. They said that she was being in insubordination. They said not use the students' preferred pronouns and was sent back to her classroom. She said she wasn't. And they sent her back to her classroom. The lawsuit says minutes later, she was pulled from the classroom and told to either change her mind or resign. Believing she had no choice, obviously she resigned. No school official can force a teacher to set her religious beliefs aside in order to keep her job, said the group's legal counsel in a Facebook statement. The First Amendment prohibits that abuse of power. So what do you think?
And this is a school, so that's the thing too. I know from other people that I've had, they've had situations with grown-ups, now addressing them in the new name. I know we've had in our books at my job, the person, it was one area in IT where the employee came back as a transgender to the new name. And everybody had to call that person that new name moving forward. But this is a grown-up. This is a company. This is a job. So for school purposes, they're underage. So is it similar to the situation with Wade? Okay. Where his son is transitioning to a girl. So she's in school now and may have already alerted the teachers that she's Jennifer, whatever her new name is. Is it Kate? What was her name? Kayla?
Well, it was Zaya.
Or Zaya. So with that being said, if the teachers now have to address her with her new name, and the teacher says, because of my religion, I'm trying to understand.
What does your religion have to do with
what I'm trying to understand how your religion has something to do with what you call the kid's name in the classroom. What is this in the religion?
What does that have to do with it?
And I'm a Christian too, so I'm trying to what scripture, pray tell, what book are you reading that will clearly be violated if you call the girl, instead of John, she's now Jamie? That's a problem? because you don't agree with that child's lifestyle or their sexuality, you're teaching them. You can say, I can understand if they're saying, you can call me a really bad name. Then you're like, no, we're not doing that because that'll be offensive in all the kids listening. But you are just changing your name to a new gender. Where is that in the scripture that you shouldn't call them by that new name in the gender?
Yeah.
I really don't get this.
What's wrong with saying they?
They said they had an episode in Grey's Anatomy where the person came in and they wanted the pronoun them, they, and the doctors were like, huh?
Instead of you saying, if it's the person,
it's not he, she.
If it's the one if there's one that's up there that doesn't want you to call them whatever the name, what he and him or her, why can't I say, can you hand them the book?
That's what they had to change.
Why do I have to say, can you hand her the book?
That's funny because that's what the doctor started to say. Because he said, go ahead and take him. Oh no, remember, take them to
What's
the
wrong
surgery.
with saying that? How's that against your religion?
They changed how they address that patient.
But how is that different than, how does that go against your religious beliefs?
I don't know.
And then how is calling them the name that their parent called them going against your religious beliefs? That may not be their legal name, but if that's what the parent, like if Junebug, if the parent calls him Junebug, it's Junebug in the classroom. Why am I gonna call him Clarence? His name is Clarence, right? But the parents call him Junebug. Everybody calls him Junebug. Our teachers called us whatever everybody called us. They didn't say, no, I have to call you Kimberly. That's your name, Kimberly.
But that can be debated because the teachers can still use that main name and not the nickname. So
but
I do get that, but I'm saying with the sex change,
because the sex thing is not a nickname. Zaya that's what her parents call her.
So that's even beyond that. That's what I'm saying.
But that's not her legal name.
I don't know.
So why would, if Zaya is in the school, why would you call her anything other than what Gabrielle and what's his name, but Dwayne Wade call her?
Aside from that, I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to understand, how is this her is going against violating her religion? I don't understand that.
Nobody does.
Now my mom went to take her picture to do her driver's license, and my mom was wearing a cap, a hat, like those little caps like Nick Cannon wears, turban like
the turban.
And my mom was like, she said, "Ma'am, you have to remove your hat." And I said, oh, my mom was nervous because she didn't have a comb or brush to comb her hair before she takes her picture that you see for 4 years. So I said, ma'am, what if it's her religion that keeps that she has to keep that hat on? And the lady was nice about it. She said, we have that sometimes, but they have to have that in writing. Oh. It has to be a letter stating that they can't remove any head coverings because that's their religion.
Some turbans that's your religion.
Yeah. So, but this
not hers with a big diamond in the middle.
I know hers was all nice and decorative, but then she took it off and still
hers is an old lady turban. Old lady turban.
Her hair was nice, patted down. She didn't have to comb it.
It looked better than the turban.
But I'm not understanding this.
I don't understand it. Now, whether we understand it or not, does she have a legal right to say what she's saying?
I don't know, you guys. You think she can win in court with this?
I don't know. Whether she can or not, I just think that
that's
a fight that's not, it has nothing to do with your religion.
They have to really prove that her religion states that she can't.
Or what if it's Zaya, I may be saying her name
Zaya,
wrong. Wade, and she's in your class, and you keep calling her him.
Yeah.
As a teacher, you can say, that's against my religion to call you a girl.
Right. You're a boy.
But why would you do that? It's not important to what you're teaching. You're teaching whatever you're teaching should be important. And to me, the only time you should make a updo about something is if it's so against your religion, or
it's
something,
an offensive name,
or it stops you from teaching that subject.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna get and talk about if because science teacher, right? And they all of a sudden want me to start teaching in school that Jesus never existed, and I'm a Christian. I could say as a teacher, I'm not teaching that. I don't. Or if you're gonna let me teach that, I'm gonna teach the other side too.
That's how I feel. He does exist.
Even though scientifically people say there's no such thing as Jesus, there are a lot of us, including some of your parents, who believe that it's faith, and we believe in Christ.
It's kind of like this.
If I'm gonna teach one, I'm allowed to teach the other.
It's like the class that you were in when you were in college.
Yes,
that the world religions.
We was in a world religion class.
What if the professor was a Christian but still was teaching about about other religions.
Right. But the thing is that if you are in a true religion class, they wouldn't say that about Christianity because that's just like any other religion.
It's another faith.
We respect your religion.
Exactly.
Just like respect his religion. He's Hindu. Respect her religion. She's Muslim. Respect. Tell us about Buddhism. Tell us about Hinduism.
Yes.
Tell us about what it's like to be a Muslim.
Right.
Tell us about what it's like to be a Christian. So then if you're going to do it, well, now we talked about yesterday.
Satan group. Satanists. Tell us about Satan.
Then Lucian stands up and he wants to talk about Satanists.
We all listen.
Tell us about Satanism.
Yes.
Lucian.
Yes. Okay. But
why you talking? Everybody be like this.
Be like this.
Because I'm a Muslim, I'm not listening to you, Lucian. I'm Hindu, I'm not listening to you, Lucian. I'm Christian, I'm not listening to you, Lucian. I'm even an
atheist. I'm still listening to you.
I'm not listening to you, Lucian. I'm a science person, I'm not listening to you. I'm a Wicca or whatever. I believe in nature and all that. Yes. I'm still not listening to you, Lucian. So go ahead and tell us about Satan, Lucian.
That's your faith. That's what you believe.
Yeah. Huh? So no, Mom.
But this is a good, I don't know I just need to know where she's saying her religion is being violated.
I don't know.
To call the kid the new name.
Exactly.
Of the new sexual.
So we'll see what happens with this.
Okay.
We'll talk about Elon tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Elon Musk. He, we just say it now. He accepted the poll. Remember we said he's
moving with it.
Yeah. With now he says he needs to find somebody. That's crazy enough to take the job.
Wow, that means they working for him.
Right. And then tomorrow we could talk about these hilarious yard signs.
Yeah, some of them are so crazy.
The one that's on here, Grandpa finally died, sale for his stuff.
They're selling his stuff at the house.
He finally died. Not that he died.
He said
finally died.
And we're going to sell his
like
stuff.
Like they've been waiting on him to die.
That's sad.
All right, so that's it.
Okay.
You have anything else?
No. That's it.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Did we miss anything?
Nope. I got Emerald, and this thing freezes too. So
okay.
Unfortunately, if people do have something, this thing will freeze up. I won't see it unless you go on Twitch. Make sure y'all go and sign up on Twitch and sign up on what else? We on Facebook. Well, Facebook is more personal, but sign up on Twitch because we're gonna start going there. Like I said, we'll go there after here and have people call in and stuff. Okay, figure out how to do it. So okay, let's see. Anybody got anything to say before we go? Emerald says, "Thank you, ladies. Thank you, guys." So let's go and listen to Biden and what's his name, the Ukrainian guy. Hear what happened with that.
Give him billions of dollars.
Let's come back and talk about what's the ending of the Megan and the Stallion case. So
case
tomorrow,
that's wasting money.
Let's figure out what's going on with the Young Thug case tomorrow.
Another case,
and then let's see if anything happens between today and tomorrow that we'll talk about.
Another Kanye moment.
Another Kanye. He's been quiet though. Kanye's been quiet.
Maybe he's got somewhere and got some help.
Well, we'll see. All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Go back and look at our and subscribe to our channel. Woods Relax Sleep Sounds. You have to put it all in one word. Okay, no, you're not big enough yet to have a space. Soon we'll have a hair product coming out. My hair product.
We'll talk about that. Yep.
And then I will talk about how y'all can get some stuff that's that I use on my hair. All right, y'all. Okay. And that was Always Believe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later.